Hello, my name is Andreea Parc, and in this video, we'll talk about why my office collapsed. And no, it wasn't incompetence. There's a quiet fear that haunts many high achieving attorneys. It's not a fear of failure, it's not a fear of success, and it's not the fear of public speaking. It's the fear of taking full responsibility, not for major mistakes, but for the moments that we looked away. When we knew something needed to change in our business patterns or in our behaviors, and we didn't act. I know that fear well because it destroyed my practice. And it wasn't incompetence. It wasn't a lack of clients. It was my own avoidance, my silence, and my fear of taking real action. I didn't put my foot down. I didn't restructure. I didn't fire who I needed to let go. I didn't train who needed support. Why? Because I didn't want to be that boss who demanded too much or to ask for too many things. I avoided difficult conversations. I avoided decisions. And I avoided leading. I told myself I was being understanding. But the truth was, I was afraid. I was afraid of confrontation. I was afraid of people disliking me. I was afraid of being wrong. And deep down, I was afraid of being fully responsible for the outcomes of my actions and for my own life. And then it all collapsed. The office, the reputation, the dreams. And there I was, sitting in the rubble of what I had built, trying to make sense of it all. But the hardest part wasn't the loss. It was the shame. The question that kept playing in my head. Why didn't I act when I knew I should have acted? I could forgive others quite easily, but forgiving myself, that was the hardest part. But healing started when I realized something very powerful, that I didn't know better back then. I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the awareness, and I didn't have the courage. And that insight changed everything, because part of forgiving myself was giving myself the permission to be human, to mess up, and to say, it's okay. I messed up. I didn't know better. Now, because I know better, next time I'll do it better. And once I knew better, I went back. Well, not literally, but I went back in my mind and in my heart and in my energy. And I revisited the moments I avoided. And I took responsibility. I had the tough conversations I was once so scared to have. I fired, I restructured, I trained, I cleaned house with love and clarity. And some weight lifted off my shoulders. The shame started to loosen. My energy cleared. I felt light again and I felt alive again. My friends, that's the power of radical responsibility. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about owning who you are and choosing who you will be now that you know better. And if you're avoiding something right now, if you're waiting, hoping that will magically disappear or fix itself, please ask yourself, what's the one small action that I can take today? Because even the smallest step creates momentum and change. And if what you're carrying right now with you it's from the past and it still haunts you, go back in your heart and see what you didn't say back then and do what you didn't do back then. Take that step in your energy because that's how you heal. That's how you take your power back. And it's okay if you kept quiet for a while, you didn't say anything. It's okay if you pretended that things were fine, although they weren't. It's okay. That was survival. But today, you're ready for something more. You're ready for your truth. You're ready for your peace. Hi, I'm Andreea Parc. And if you stayed with me until now, it means this message resonated with you. This is the work that I do. I help high-performing attorneys reclaim their truth, their peace, and their power to live, to lead, and to be alive again. Thank you. I'll see you soon.